Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jayla, and this is Jayla Olivia, mom in real life. I previously uploaded a video showing how I use one of my current favorite pumps, and I wanted to just go over some of the pros and cons, do a semi-unboxing since I've obviously already used it, so it's not a true unboxing. But just to go over the things I like about it, things I don't like about it. So when you first order it, it comes in a box like this. Now I know there's more brands besides MomCozy making this. It's just MomCozy was the one I went through. But you can always find this. I've seen it on Amazon and it's not too expensive. So that's one of the big things I loved about it. If you're a person who's looking into like the LV or the Willow, but you don't have that LV or Willow money, I thought this was a great alternative to it. Now with that in mind, it is a cheaper pump, so there are some cons that you wouldn't see with those other pumps. First thing first, when you open it, the pump comes already assembled like this. When I originally got it, it had a protective bag over it, but like I said, I've used it, so I no longer have that bag. You'll get a small little baggie like this. It'll have the user manual in it, some just replacement pieces like little valve duct, these little rubber bands. I'll show you where those go once I open the motor. Well, not open the motor, but open the pump. And there's also these little bra clips, which I think is a super neat idea. I personally have not used them, but I can see them being very useful. Like if you have a nursing bra, you can clip it on the little space where your bra hooks to the strap to kind of extend and make room for this like bulky motor piece. So yeah, there's that. All right, now the pump itself. I chose the green color. It was just because I thought it was really cute. On the MomCozy website, they came in green, pink, and in that just gray color that you see on the outside of the box. Okay, so here's the pump, fully assembled. It's been used. I recently washed it, but it's not as clear as it used to be. It's a little cloudy. I'm going to have to see if I can do something about that. I'm going to go ahead and take the motor piece off so you can see. This is the part that'll connect to the pump because it's a closed system, so suction will be placed right in there, which is great, so it protects your pump. There's no milk that should be going in the motor. Right here is where you would connect a USB cord, which it did come with. I just left that in my pump bag. But it's a basic USB cord. There's no bricks, so you're going to have one of your own, which who doesn't nowadays, so it's not too big an issue. On the top of it, you'll find your power button. I'll go ahead and hit that. Oops. The light is green when it's fully charged and red when it's not. There's two settings on the pump. From what I've read, the one with the little heart is to help stimulate letdown, so it'll have like a mixed rhythm. It won't just be like that straight constant rhythm. I personally never use this setting. I simply go to this one, which is supposed to be after your letdown start. And from there, I'll just adjust it, either lower section or higher section. These little lights, I'll turn it on, light up as you go. So it's the highest setting, all the way down to the lowest setting. I usually start on 2 and end on 3 sometimes. I haven't gone past that. I think that's a little painful. I'll go ahead and turn that off. So yeah, that's the motor piece. Okay, the pump part. Now, there are quite a few little parts to it, but I don't think it's too ridiculous. So start with the flange. Oh, or I'll just take the whole part out. So this is the collection cup. On the side, it has little numbers. It's supposed to hold up to 6 ounces. I've never pumped that much. I usually pump between 2 and 4. And the measurement's relatively accurate. I still would pour my milk into my Medela bottles because I rely on that measurement more. But it's not too far off. So usually if I pump 2 ounces, it'll be like at 2 actual ounces, it'll hit like right below the 2 ounce line. So I feel like it's relatively accurate, but not exact. Sorry, it's wet, guys. I just washed it not too long ago. So when the flange piece comes off, and I think it only have one size, which is the 24 millimeter, which works perfect for me because that's exactly the flange size I would use. And that the flange size is based on your nipple size if you didn't know already. I'm sure there's some way you can get adapter pieces. I might look into that and let you guys know, or if you know about using those little adapter pieces to add to the flange and have success, let me know down below. Then this little piece, I don't really know what to call it, but this part connects to the flange. So when you're pumping, your milk goes in here. It goes through the little valve duct into the cup, of course. And then this little piece is pretty important. It is where the suction is being applied to from the machine. Like I said, don't mind, my pump is a little cloudy. I need to give it a real proper clean to get rid of that. So I'll just go ahead and reassemble it so you guys can see how that goes. It's a pretty quick process. So this part, make sure everything's fitted properly. You don't want any spilling of your milk, and if it's not in there also, you won't get proper suction. So there's this little piece in the back. You want to make sure you line these 2 pieces up in there. And then make sure that little circle part's in. So usually I stick that in first, and then I'll push up. Make sure it's in. Then I'll go ahead and add the flange back on. Just stick that in. Try to make sure, so there's a little pour spout at the top I forgot to show. So make sure the holes line up and just push that down. This part is super important that you make sure you make this all the way flush, because I've done it twice where it was kind of like that. I didn't realize it. Spilled all of my milk down the front of my shirt. Sad story. So once that's all the way in, I always double check. Push on the center a little bit. Go ahead and turn my motor. Make sure this little dip's facing the pour spout. Oh, before I forget. So those little rubber bands go right here. You literally just push it straight on. And you're good to go. We'll go ahead and turn that bad boy on. Alright. So, obviously I bought 2 of them because I don't got time for that one side at a time pumping. Some things I really love about it, obviously the price. Where I bought these from, they were $52.99 per pump, so it came out to about $130, $132 when I purchased it. Another great thing, there's absolutely no tubes involved, so you get some of that same freedom you'd get from using like a Willow or an LV. You literally stick it in your bra and you can move about freely. Now, I don't know about laying down and stuff with this pump because like I showed you, there is a pour spout, so I would take some caution with that if you want to be in different positions. But I've been able to like bend a little bit. I wouldn't like bend completely over, but I would have to do like some light housework. I've been able to use this at work. I've used it while driving. I've been able to like pick my kids up from school while I'm pumping, so I haven't had too much issues with moving around. But like I said, I'm not doing no crazy movements, if that makes sense. Another pro I like about it is I feel like it gives me similar output of milk compared to my other pumps. I haven't seen too much of like a decrease. I might have to pump a little bit more often than I would if I use like my Medela InStyle, but it's not that bad. It's literally like one extra pump. So and I usually pump in the car, so it's not like I'm doing anything else at the time. It's not really interfering with my life because, like I said, it's hands-free, tubes-free. I can move with no issues. So all in all, I absolutely love the pump. It has many pros to it. The price, the mobility of it, and my output, is pretty good. Now, some of the cons. Now, even on the box, you'll see on the side, it says, fits in your bra and your life, wearable, silent, hands-free. Now, it's everything except silent. It says no one will hear a thing. Yes, they will. I mean, unless my pump is just defective or something. But this is not obnoxiously loud, but you can definitely hear it. I've been walking around places with it. Like, I'll go to the store sometimes and I'm pumping. And people don't tend to notice it right away, like if there's noise going on. So, but it was like quiet. Like one day I went to the Dollar Tree and it was completely silent that day. Kind of creepy silent. And I could see people kind of looking like, what is that sound? But it's nothing crazy and obnoxious. But you will hear it. So it's not silent like it says. Another con that I don't like is it looks very out of place in your bra. Like I did have the video. Sorry guys. Like I did have my video where I showed myself wearing it, and like if you have like a big loose sweater on, it's not as obvious to see, but if you're like wearing something a little bit tighter, like I think I have one where I had a big loose shirt and then the other one I had like a more fitted shirt, is an obvious difference. Like you can definitely tell there's something in there that's not natural going on. But it's not terrible. I'm pumping milk. I don't care too much personally, but if you're a person who cares, I would keep that in mind. Maybe with the fall coming, or with the fall here and the winter coming, wearing a scarf or like wearing a loose sweater, just to kind of help camouflage it some for you. And I think that's one of my biggest cons about it, is that it's not silent like they advertise. And you can see it through your clothes. Another con is the time it took to arrive. So if you look up and find one on Amazon, if I can find one, I'll try to link it below so you can just click on that. But I bought it directly from the MomCozy website, and it took about 20 days to get here. And I've seen a couple other reviews about it, and a lot of people, that's the similar experience. So keep that in mind if you're in dire need of a pump like today. I would make sure you have some type of like manual backup pump in the meantime if you go ahead and order this, because it will take a minute to get here. Unless, like I said, you are able to get it like on Amazon, then you might, and you have Prime, then you might be fine. Another con is these pumps are not, well, I haven't seen them covered by the insurance, but I would always double check, because you might, but my insurance didn't cover them. They weren't an option maybe they just weren't an option at that time, because I didn't find out about these until, I want to say August of this year, and I had my baby back in May. But I would definitely double check and see if insurance covers it. If not, for both of these, it was only $132. For one of them, it was $52. So it's not crazy expensive, but it still costs some money. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this pump. Overall, I love them. I use these literally almost every day. I don't pump on weekends because I'm home with my baby all day and I hate pumping. Yeah, so comment down below if you found this review useful. If you've tried it, give me some feedback, give me your thoughts on it. Yeah, so thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.